Good morning, students. I am Rajeshwari K. I am going to explain BSc first semester paper 2, that is set theory and matrices. In this session, let us see some basic definitions of sets and operation of sets. So let us see the definition of a set. A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Sets are usually denoted by capital A, B, C, etc. And objects or elements are denoted by small letters A, B, C, etc. For example, A equal to X, Y, Z. So remember, sets are denoted by capital letters. Elements of sets are denoted by small letters X, Y, Z. So here A is a set containing only three elements X, Y, Z. And remember one more thing, elements of sets are denoted by flower bracket X, Y, flower bracket. Sets are always denoted by flower bracket and elements are denoted by small letters. So there are two methods of denoting a set. One is rule method or set builder method and second one is roster method. Now let us see what is meant by finite set and infinite set. If a set contains finitely many elements, then it is said to be finite set. Otherwise, it is an infinite set. So if a set contains finitely many elements, then it is said to be finite set. If a set contains infinitely many elements, then it is said to be infinite set. See, I have given example. Set containing three elements, 1, 2, 3. So it contains only three elements, finite number of elements. Therefore, it is known as finite set. So 1, 2, 3 is a finite set. Consider capital N, means set of natural numbers. Here it contains 1, 2, 3, etc. We know set of natural numbers contains infinitely many elements. There is no end, 1, 2, 3, etc. So set of natural numbers N is an infinite set. Similarly, set of integers Z equal to, you know what are the integers? 0 plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2, etc. Even set of integers is an infinite set. Even set of real numbers is an infinite set. Set of complex numbers also an infinite set. So next, let us see the definition of null set or empty set. A set having no elements is known as null set or empty set, and it is denoted by this symbol. So remember, this denotes empty set or null set. Next, let us see the definition of singleton set. What is meant by singleton set? A set having only one element is called as a singleton set. So only one element if a set contains, then it is known as singleton set. See, I have given example here. Set containing only one element is 0. So it is a singleton set. Set containing only one element A, singleton set. So if the set contains only one element, then it is known as singleton set. Next, let us see the definition of equality of two sets. When we say two sets are equal, two sets A and B are said to be equal if and only if A is subset of B and B is subset of A. So A is, this symbol denotes contained in. A should be contained in B and B should be contained in A. And we write it as A equal to B. Now what is meant by A is contained in B? A is contained in B means every element of A must belong to B. Similarly, B is contained in A means what? Every element of B must belong to A. For example, if A equal to 3, 4, 5 and if B equal to 5, 4, 3, elements are same. Here also 3, 4, 5, there also 3, 4, 5 or 5, 4, 3. Then we say A is equal to B. Next, let us see subset and supersets. Let us see the definition of subset and superset. If A and B are two sets, then A is a subset of B. A is a subset of B. If X belongs to A, implies X belongs to B. Means what? If X is any element of A and if that also belongs to B, then we write it as A is contained in B, or A is subset of B. Means what? If every element of A also belongs to B, then we say A is a subset of B. And here B is called superset of A. A is contained in B means what? A is a subset of B. B is we call as superset of A. See, I have given example. Take A equal to 1, 2, 3, 5. I have taken set B equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 11. Here see elements of A are 1, 2, 3, 5. All these elements also belongs to B, isn't it? 1 is there in B, 2 is there in B, 3 is there in B, element 5 is there. But B contains two more elements, 9 and 11, which are not there in A. So we say A is a subset of B, or we say B is a superset of A. Next, let us see the definition of proper subset. A is said to be proper subset of B, denoted by A is contained in B if B contains all the elements of A. And one more condition, A should not be equal to B. A should be different from B, and A should be non-empty. A is said to be proper subset of B if A is contained in B. Means what? All the elements of A must belong to B, and A should be different from B, and A should be non-empty. See the above example. All the elements of A belongs to B, but A is not equal to B. So we say A is a subset of B. See here, B is not a subset of A. Why B is not a subset of A? All the elements of B does not belong to A, isn't it? 9 and 11 does not belong to A. So we can't say B is a subset of A. But we can say A is a subset of B. So here A is a proper subset of B. Why? A is not equal to B and A is non-empty. So let us see next the definition of family of sets. A set whose elements are also sets is called a family of sets. Family of sets means what? A set whose elements are also sets is called a family of sets. For example, if x equal to contains three elements A, B, C, then consider tau or T. It is pronounced as tau or T. It contains set A, singleton set A, set AB, set ABC, and empty. So tau is known as family of sets. It is not a set, family of sets. Set A, set AB, set ABC, and empty are known as members of family tau. Next, let us see power set of a set. So what is meant by power set of a set? Let A be a non-empty set. See, set of all positive subsets of A means set of all the subsets of A is called power set of A and is denoted by P of A. So it should contain all the subsets of A. Then it is said to be what? Power set of A. See in the above example, tau is not power set of A. Why? It does not contain all the subsets of A. If all the subsets of A belongs to the family, then that is known as power set of A. For example, take x equal to ABC. Then power set of A is nothing but family of sets. Remember, P of A is nothing but family of set, but it should contain all the subsets of A. It contains the empty set. It first write all the singleton sets, set A, set B, set C. Then write the sets containing two elements, AB, BC, AC. Then write the set containing three elements, that is X itself, right? Further we can't write because X is a set containing only three elements. So P of A is a power set of A. Next, let us see the definition of union of sets. What is meant by union of two sets? A union B equal to set of all X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So what is A union B? It contains a set of all elements X such that either X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Need not X belong to both the sets. It is enough if X belongs to A or X belongs to B. See, I have given the example. I have taken A equal to the set containing elements 3, 4, 5, 8. I have taken B equal to the set containing 0, 1, 3, 9. So what is A union B? A union B is a set of all elements which belongs to A or it belongs to B. So 0 is in B. So I've written 0 first. Then 1 is in B. 3 is there in both A and B. So write that. 4 is there in A. 5 is the element of A. 8 is the element of A. 9 is the element of A. See, I have shown by the figure A union B. It contains all the elements of A or B. Next, let us see what is meant by intersection of two sets. So this is the symbol intersection. A intersection B equal to set of all x such that x belongs to A and x belongs to B. See here condition, x should belong to A and also x must belong to B. See, I have given example. If A equal to the set containing the elements 7, 8, 9, 11, B is the set containing elements 9, 11, 15, 18. Then what is A intersection B? A intersection B means you have to write the elements common to both A and B. Elements which are there in A and which are there in B also. See here, 7 is not there in B. So I can't write 7 in A intersection B. Similarly, 8 is not there in B. But 9 belongs to B also. So I can write 9. 11 belong to B also. So I can write 11. Again, 15 and 18 I cannot write. Why? 15 and 18 does not belong to A. So it is the intersection of A and B. See, this shape only contains the elements which belongs to both A and B. Next, let us see what is meant by difference of a set. So what is meant by A minus B? So A minus B equal to set of all x such that x belongs to A and x does not belong to B. So what is meant by A minus B? It is set of all elements which belongs to A and which does not belong to B. See the example. I've taken A equal to set containing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. B contains 4 and 6. Now what is A minus B? In A minus B, you have to write the elements which only belong to A and which does not belong to B. Now 0, yes, 0 is not there in B, so write 0. 1 is not there in B, so write 1. 2 is not there in B, so write 2. 3, yes, but 4 and 6, it belongs to B also. So we can't write 4 and 6. So elements which does not belong to B but belongs to A are 0, 1, 2, 3. See, I have shown by black. Black means it does not belong. So A minus B, red picture shows A minus B. Similarly, B minus A means what? Can you define B minus A? B minus A means set of all elements which belongs to B but does not belong to A. Now, can you tell me what is B minus A? B minus A are set of all elements which belongs to B but does not belong to A. Now, elements of B, 4 and 6 also belongs to A. So, what is B minus A? B minus A is here empty set. You have to write only the elements of B which does not belong to here. No elements belong to A, which no elements belongs to B which are not there in A. So B minus A is empty set. So these are the reference books for the basic operations defined on sets. One is a course in BSc Mathematics 3 by S.S. Busnurmat, V.S. Shetia, C.S. Salimat. And other book is a textbook of BSc Mathematics Part 1 by G.K. Ranganath. And third book is a textbook of Real Analysis by N.P. Bali. So I will end the session. Thank you, one and all.